that the former Deputy President is overestimating his influence. Do you agree with that?
Fred, you know, everything must be understood in context. What the Deputy President, the second Deputy President said was that in case they kill him, I mean, because I understand the dialect, that he has given...
Why would it why would
I think
why would anybody want to kill
Ruku is a mature politician. I don't expect
for what?
Him,
it was a claim.
I don't expect him.
The senator may not be aware.
When I give him his time. Even as he was saying that he was tearing me that we are the minority. So relax, my brother Ruku. So what the Deputy President wanted to say, but I know their scheme. Because they tell us when we get out of this, whatever they say, I had to interrupt your line of thinking. I will not allow him to do that. So what the Deputy President said was, should these people kill me because they wanted to kill me in Lemuru, only God saved me. I have written, not a will per se, but I have given direction on, I have given my thoughts on what I think the community or the region should do, the direction it should follow. I have actually listed the evil schemes that this regime has against the community, and that is exactly what he said. So it's not a will per se. It is because...
Does he mention about succession for the next years?
Yes. What the Deputy President has been saying is that we want to make a point as a region that we should never ever have a place for traitors. Because, and he says it quite often, that it would have taken a shorter time when we were fighting the colonialists if we did not have what we used to call, what were called home guards and people and traitors. So he's saying only when we thought that we had been able to do away with the traitors, now again we are having traitors who are elected by the people. And why he says that, Fred, and I ask that you give me some latitude. Why he says that is because, when you are elected by people to represent them in parliament or anywhere else, you are supposed to represent their voice. So what the Deputy President has been saying is that there are people, there are leaders from our region whom, in spite of the people that elected them to represent them in parliament having a very loud voice that they did not want the Deputy President to be impeached, these leaders ignored and did not represent the voice of the people that they were supposed to represent. They represented William Ruto. So that is what he's saying, that we want to make something, he wants to make a statement that will be there for at least 50 years, that the people must represent the voice of their people because they are representatives, that you are not elected by people, but then you are taking your instructions from somewhere else instead of the people. And that is a point he was making. So, Fred, it's not a will per se. It's like, should they kill me because there is that risk that these are my thoughts? This is what I know they have planned against the community, and this is what I think, in my view, you should do in my absence in order for you to be able to liberate yourselves and to fight for your space in the country. It is very simple. But Fred, you cannot allow me, you cannot allow Roko to run away with the argument that people who are chairs were removed because they are not aligned to government policy and government agenda. And I heard him say that the only person that was removed from government was Rigiji, and nobody else. Is not a purge against the community. Tell me, Fred, was Midhika Linturi in this government? Was he kicked out? The answer is yes. Was Moses Kuria a CS? Was he kicked out and given another job that you cannot describe? The answer is yes. Was Dende Nyoro a powerful person in the chairing the budget and appropriations committee? Has he been kicked out? The answer is yes. Now, he has talked about these committee chairs, that they were removed because, of course, they are not aligned to government and they are not supporting government agenda. I mean, let Honorable Ruku tell people who are watching which other community or region has suffered the kind of purge that we had? We are talking about Wanjiko Moher, who was chair. We are talking about Gathoni wa Muchomba, who was chair. And I know he will tell you in Rejoinder that the Gathoni wa Muchomba was replaced by the Honorable Karemba. But Karemba was already a chair. So we lost one chair. Tell me about Gakuya. Tell me about Dindi Nyoro. Tell me any other community, if it is not a purge against Mount Kenya, that has lost all these chairs. Come to the Senate. All of us from the region have lost these positions, and all of them used to bribe ODM in order for them to continue supporting government. Let him state one region in this country, in this purge, where they lost the chairs, and the chairs were not replaced by people from their region. So, let Honorable Ruku not mislead our people. And I must also tell him, and those that think like him, that Mount Kenya is not excited about the visit by William Ruto, because we know he's only going to come there and make promises, and nobody is listening to these promises actually. Even young children, you go to the house and you have a young child, he will tell you, Ruto will promise, but of course it will end there. So he will come to commission and launch projects. Which project? He has launched so many that we can quote here from our region that he has not done anything about. So he's coming to launch others. He's coming to commission others. Let them finish the project that they have already launched, and then come and launch others. And I know Roko will tell you about Mau Mau roads. That was an Uhuru project. Let him finish it and then bring his own project. We talk about the projects that he will be bringing. So nobody is excited about this visit. The only people that are excited about this visit are the likes of Honorable Roko, and their hearts are not there, by the way. Mm-hmm. He also said that we are the minority, that those of us that are not supporting government from the Mount Kenya are the minority. I want to remind Honorable Ruku that during the last election hearing period, William Ruto had not more than actually about 6 or so legislators from Mount Kenya region. And he carried he was able to carry the aspirations of the people of the region. Okay. So it's not about the numbers, because these are numbers that do not have the people. They are numbers who are there to represent their personal interests, and not the interest of
We have 4 minutes left, so I'll split it equally, 2 minutes each for your final remarks.
No. You can't split them equally when Honorable Nyutu has taken all his time.
That's how it will go, 2 minutes each.
There's quite what he has said which is not true. One,